mentioned, there is contact by both players, but none of that contact rises to the level of a foul, the league said. That is consistent with what we've done all year long. We left the ruling on the field. We let it stay. Okay, John Perry, two-time Super Bowl ref, including last year when the Patriots beat the Rams, and now ESPN's NFL officiating expert. I thought, John, when the offensive guy stuck his hand out in kind of a stiff arm move, that was offensive pass interference. Is it or not from that last play?
Yeah. Well, especially when it does create separation and makes that defender's shoulders and head snap back a little bit towards the end zone, I would agree with you. I did. I thought it was pass interference. I think there is a little bit of hand fighting early, but then there is a clear extension, a clear separation. There is a shove, which creates that shoulder moving back towards the field of play, which gives the receiver an advantage. OPI in my book.
So going forward, John, and I don't know, maybe, the review board, the league is afraid to reverse calls. They want to, obviously by the statement, they wanted it to stand. How does the pass interference rule going forward kind of happen, especially in a review situation?
Well, it's going to be a big topic, obviously, moving forward, specifically for the following year. Does it stay? Does it go? Do we shelve it? Do we try something different? Do we create a better system, a different culture in relationship to this? I'm sure everything is on the table as we move forward, because let's be straight up. We've struggled with this for 17 weeks, and now 1 week into the playoffs, we've got to play in New Orleans, of course, that potentially helps to determine the winner of a football game.
Yeah, it was kind of important. The Vikings move on, and they'll play at San Francisco. That's the Saturday game, one game in the afternoon. John Perry, great job all year long for ESPN.
All right, thank you, Johnny.
Thank
Who
you.
better to discuss potential pass interference calls than two defensive backs? Here we are, Ryan Clark, Louis Riddick. Okay, for the second straight season, it happens to involve the Saints, but are they an aggrieved party here?
No, not this time. Obviously, last year against the Rams with Roby Coleman, that was a different situation. If you see here, P.J. Williams isn't trying to play the ball. He's going to play through the hands of Kyle Rudolph, and so there's some hand fighting there. And I was taught, and I'm sure Louis was as well, when an offensive player tries to push off on you, you're going to try to pull that arm, and we see a little bit of that going on. There is some extension, and this is one of those things that I believe Al Riveron and the people in New York said to themselves, we're going to let the subjectivity of the official that is on the grass make this decision. We aren't going to overturn it. They looked at it. It wasn't egregious enough to make a call.
I'm going to disagree with my DB brother. Okay, because he does gain a significant advantage. I mean, you see it. You see what PJ's body is. And I understand exactly what Ryan is saying as far as when you're at a phase and you don't have the receiver under control, you're going to play his eyes and hands. He's trying to do that. He can't do that, though, when his body's going like this because Kyle's stiff-arming him. And you know what? I think the terminology, or rather the explanation that was used by Al Riveron is exactly appropriate in this case. He says, we've done what we've done all year long, which is haven't called a thing.
Right, we shouldn't say you got it right. We're just doing what we've been doing.
You didn't hear him say that.
He didn't say by the letter of the rule book that we followed it. He said what we've done consistently, what we've done all year, which is let the play on the field stand, let the call on the field. They have not overturned hardly anything, and it is unfortunate. It really is. If you hadn't seen PJ's body go back like that, I would have been like, yeah, you know what? There's a lot of jostling all the time. But Kyle's a big dude. If you ever seen Kyle Rudolph, when he stiff arms, you're gonna move, and he moved him. Simple as that to me.
All right, you guys can respectfully disagree or fight it. I'm not bringing it up to you. But if I'm the Saints, right? Last year we could grouse all off season that the call against the Rams was the one that beat us. Here I feel like that can't sustain you through the whole thing. What is it they're going to regret about this game, or what will eat at them over the offseason?